strange that you never can really predict a political issue that becomes kind of like a phenomenon. And the fact that the mask is now a kind of a focal point that creates so many different, well, actually two factions with some other ones in between. But it is kind of interesting that it becomes more of a symbol. It's not a political symbol. It's individual freedoms.
You're right. The country's either scared or confused. And here's why. I went to a wedding in Nashville this weekend. You get on the plane, the cockpit tells you got to keep your mask on the whole flight. And the stewardesses just keep feeding food and beverages down your throat. So half the people in the plane have their masks off. And then you can't go to school. And then you got to go to the bathroom, and you're basically grinding on someone to get out into the aisle seat. But politicians say you can't dance.
Yes.
Right? And then I get down there, and Vanderbilt is having college graduation, and they know the transmission's nothing outside. And the college prez is vaccinated, and he won't go up on stage and hand out diplomas. He's too scared. He sits down. The students, 22-year-olds, double masked, broad daylight, get up there, wave, and then they mail them their diplomas in the mail. And then on the way home, I go through security. I still have to take my shoes off.
Yes.
Because of the shoe bomber years ago, really?
Yeah.
And then they pull me aside for additional screening. And they wipe me down to see if I have explosive residue on my hands, like I'm G-Dot Jesse or something. Meanwhile, you can cross the southern border and they will buy you a bus ticket to New York. So I get to New York, I turn on the news, and there's like a slashing spree on the subway. Blood everywhere. Cuomo comes out and says, hey, don't forget to wear a mask on the subway. Meanwhile, he's jailing people for not social distancing and touching literally every girl he sees. And then his partner in crime, Bill de Blasio, he's bribing people to get vaxxed with fast food. Meanwhile, obesity is like the #1 component to get the coronavirus in the first place. So you have people either confused or scared, and politicians just pit you against each other to win elections.
Greg,